Stevens, 16.1. The role of a motivator is someone who supports and encourages people to work and try to fulfill their potential long term, and also improve performances and make them work as hard as they can in the short term. They do this by setting SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and time-based, with the player so that the player feels involved and helps them make them more realistic so they work harder to reach them. These goals will then be reinforced by the motivator so that the player is always motivated to reach them and never loses sight of these goals. A coach being a motivator has a lot of positives, as they will be able to constantly motivate the team as a whole and or each athlete as an individual. For example, in running, short distance or long, if you're giving them constant motivation, then they will be working at peak effort the whole time they train and won't ever give up, because someone is always there to push them. Another positive is that they are able to personalise strategies to push and encourage people to reach targets and try harder than they normally would. For example, in rugby, you have a team of players that all have different personalities and preferences of how they like to be motivated. Some may want really harsh criticism to push them, whereas others may want more gentle encouragement so they know they have support from the coach. The coach also being able to sit down with each player and create separate goals for each player, and some as a team, will help push them to reach these goals. This is because they will be able to have an input on them and make them more realistic to what they believe they can achieve. These goals could be set for the short term, middle term or long term. For example, score 3 in the next 5 games, score 15 by the halfway point of the season, and score 27 by the end of the season in football. The coach could also set rewards if you reach your targets to be another incentive for the players to put that extra bit of effort in to reach the targets. For example, if a basketball player had set a goal with his coach to score 12 points in his or her next game, then the coach could set a money reward, etc., to give motivation and show that if you reach more goals, you'll get similarly rewarded, and so make them want to work harder. However, a coach being a motivator can also come with its negatives. For example, the coach could be over the top with his motivation, such as in tennis, if the coach acts like they are motivating you, but you can tell they don't believe in you, or they don't really seem like they are trying to motivate you. This could cause a resentment from player to coach, as the player will think the coach doesn't believe in him, and therefore may be less willing to take part in training sessions, work their hardest in the sessions, or listens to ideas the coach has. This could also lead into the coach giving the players inappropriate arousal levels for the sport they are taking part in. For example, if the coach goes over the top on motivating his athlete, then in sports such as archery, it could be detrimental to their performance, as you need to be calm and focused in archery. This also goes the other way, as if the coach doesn't give much motivation and lets the athlete try and hype themselves up, it could also be detrimental, as in events such as high jump, the athlete needs a lot of adrenaline to be able to perform at their highest level.